Hey, my people, welcome back to Uber's Trending Gist, where we serve you the gist hot and fresh. And today, the gist is piping hot because the Niger internet is on fire. Wahala be like bicycle, don't ever finish. So, our man, Verydarkman, the self-proclaimed voice of the street. He made a video yesterday and let's just say he didn't hold back. He looked into the camera and told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that some Nigerians are not happy with his government at all, so unhappy that they would have preferred that he was the one who died instead of former President Buhari. It was a very bold and direct statement, but just as we were digesting that, another major player stepped into the ring. Ijele, the one and only fresh from his detention, has just released a swift and a very stern reaction. All of you know Ijele now. Ijele, where they always fight Nnamdi Kanu online, the king of the game. That's what he calls himself on Facebook. So he's basically telling Very Dark Man, Oga, calm down, oh. Retrace your steps before you enter a problem you cannot solve. Is this a friendly warning from an elder or is there more to it? We are going to break it all down first. Let's watch the first part of what Ijele had to say. So in this first clip, Ijele is reacting to Very Dark Man's message to the president. He is essentially telling VDM that he has now become a philosopher and he is biting off more than he can chew. So just sit back and take a watch.
All right, so to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know if you dey see the internet, but if you are not seeing the internet, I've been going through the internet, right? First things first, they actually wish that it was you that buy instead of Buhari. Now, when no be you come buy before Buhari, they are praying that you will be the next to buy. Now, let me tell you the craziest part if you even buy. What they will do to your corpse will be worse than what they are doing to Buhari's corpse. They're going to insult your corpse, you're not going to rest in peace. Why? Because of how you are ruling the country. As a matter of fact, some people actually preferred that they bring Buhari back instead of you. And if you remember, Buhari was one of the most insulted presidents because of hardship. But when you came in, your hardship even doubled Buhari on. A lot of policies that were introduced was not even favorable to the people. Your regime is so bad.
Okay, you've heard him. Your mind go down the board. People with they support Very Dark Man, don't they wait, watch the remaining of the video. But hold on. You heard that. Your regime is so bad. He is setting the stage. But this is where it gets even deeper and more personal. Now, in this second part, Ijele goes in. He starts giving VDM a history lesson, reminding him of his own past troubles and implying that the same people VDM is attacking now were in power when he, VDM, was saved. He called it an admonition from an elder. This is the part you don't want to miss. So sit back and take a watch.
Oh, I don't know whether VDM you've become Homer, Socrates, or Aristotle. No, you are now a philosopher. Listen, I don't know what came over you and why you've chosen to mingle with a certain crowd. But I can tell you, that same crowd, there is nothing they touched they did not ruin. Yeah, they ruined their leader, they ruined answers, and you are in there. They ruined Obi too. Now, you are beginning to sound like them. You are from, I know your place very well. In fact, I have someone I know currently that is from there. You didn't come from a place where they talk to elders as they wish, and you grew up in the north, according to you. So I didn't expect you to descend that low. I will tell you this. The same body you are insulting, play it how you want to play. Oh, some people and some people know. We know all those things, just like using allegedly or whatever. Yeah. Legally, you are not making a direct statement. But as people who are not fools, we know exactly what you are doing, and my message to you is to stop. This is not a warning. Consider it a message and admonition from an elder, elder by age, elder by street. You may concentrate on your celebrity gossip. These days you move around with lots of celebrities, and I mean entertainment people. I don't know what that word celebrity means these days. Maybe you concentrate on that. This same Buhari you are insulting his memory right now is the same person for whom, when you had issues with those girls when he was president, if not that he was in power, you would have received it hot, and maybe most of the people that are following you now, including your current praise singers, may not be able to know you. They wouldn't even get to the level of knowing who you are. I don't know the people advising you now. I don't know who you are listening to. But remember when your platform was little, you had that problem. Remember who spoke for you and who threatened a protest, and who was in power that made it impossible for those girls to use those they know to do anything to you. But the chicken has forgotten who took care of it during the rainy season. It's this same man. You and Tinubu can have your problems, now your mates, now youth like you, now you do it. You are free to weigh in on political matters as a Nigerian, but do it within the bounds of reasoning, common sense, so people who genuinely love you don't begin to despise you. Sounding like these people, the people I'm talking about, may make you feel nice for the moment, but eventually it's a net loss, not profit. Retrace your steps. Retrace your steps. This is not what's expected of someone that holds himself as an example to youth. The youth may not understand it now, but as time goes on, they will get it. You want to talk about policies? Talk about policies, but make sure you are well informed. Don't join the bandwagon and disrespect the memory of a dead man. This is a man that both of you share the same background. He was a nobody, his parents were nobodies compared to where he got to, and compared to where you were probably 3 years, 4 years ago. You didn't know you'd be there. So be gracious, be thankful. Nobody will bridle your speech. Nobody will tell you not to say things that you believe to be true. But be very, very careful. You are not treading waters that may engulf you. By engulfing you, I mean the intelligent and smart people around you. If they've not told you yet, man, you don't have intelligent and smart people around you. I don't know if someone is putting you up for this or you're doing it yourself. I don't think someone is putting you up for this. But I think it's validation. It may make you feel good now, 6 months from now, even 3 months from now. How would it look on you? How would it look on your resume? If you want to listen, you listen. As for the idiots that have infiltrated your movement, remember you can't write rattle without rat. Do not follow the rat within your rattle. Take it as an advice from an older brother. See you.
Wow, okay. Let us unpack this because there is a lot to talk about. On one hand, you have Verydarkman, whose entire brand is built on saying what he feels is the truth, no matter whose ox is God. He speaks for the common man who is feeling the hits of the economy. From his perspective, he is just doing his job. But then you have Ijele. This is not just a random person talking. This is a man who was recently on the other side of the law, who has seen firsthand what happens when you step on the wrong toes. When he tells VDM to retrace your steps, it comes from a place of experience. He's basically saying, young man, this game you are playing is not for kids. I've been there, and it's not funny. Ijele's point about a chicken that has forgotten who took care of it during the rainy season is a major jab. He's reminding VDM that during his issue with the actresses, it was the Buhari administration that was in power. He's suggesting that if that government wanted to deal with him, they would have. And now he's coming for a government from the same party. It's a very complex, layered warning about loyalty and knowing which battle to fight. Now, let's look at what people are saying online because the comment section is buzzing. So, I picked out a few that really captured the different opinions. So, let's look at them. This one is from Man Ben. He says, "You are giving this advice from your previous experience. Zion will fly." You know that it was rumored that that Ebukobi detained Ijele. So this person is basically saying that he is talking out of experience from where he is coming. That's why the person now ended it with Zion will fly. He knows Ijele is speaking from experience. Then Adeshina Wasiu says only the wise man will understand this code. A word is enough for the wise. This is true. A lot of people feel Ijele is not speaking directly, but in codes that VDM should understand. But here is a different view from Christopher Okereke. Person when them supposed advise, they advise him destiny helper. Except you want to use VDM's name to grow your content page, you should know better that he is way wiser. You see, VDM's fans are not having it. They feel that VDM is the bigger man here, that Ijele might be using him for clout. And finally, a more balanced take from Henry Oluwaseun Popola. Well spoken, my brother. As much as I like the guy, he sometimes goes overboard. This is how a lot of people feel. They like VDM's courage, but they also worry that he might be pushing his luck too far. So here is my own take. I think both sides have a point. Verydarkman has the right to speak, yes, and many Nigerians sees him as their champion. However, Ijele's warning should not be dismissed. In Nigeria, the line between activism and trouble is very thin. Ijele is sending a clear message. Be careful. The same system you are fighting has a long memory. So, the big question is, who is right? Is Ijele being a wise elder or is he being an opportunist? And should Verydarkman listen or should he continue on his path? I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this whole situation? Drop your opinion in the comment section below. Let's talk. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Obas Trending Gist, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on the hottest gist. Until next time, stay gisted.